Welcome back, Chrono Troops, to more Smite Pug Joust. Today we'll be playing with a Kabrakan and an On-Her against a Geb, Nemesis, and Ratatasker. So, enemy team is a little bit of a team squish because they have two assassin players, and their tank is the Geb. Even though that is the case, I feel that they have a extremely high potential to do a lot of damage to my team. Both the Nemesis and the Ratatasker are high damagers who are excellent at taking out targets, single targets. So I'm going to be oh, look over there. We got the Kabrakan doing work and keeping them from coming down that lane. So that was some excellent teamwork by the Kabrakan. He is a guardian who does a lot of crowd control. So I think the On-Her was trying to keep them from taking the damage buff. We'll just see if he was successful in a second. So it's not a Nemesis. Can't see Ratatasker yet. Nemesis just used her ability on me. We got Geb, and got Geb going back as well. So I can't really tell if it's on the Ratatasker or not. My team's going for damage buff, and we are all here. So my team is going to be excellent at team fights, I think. They seem to be very on top of it when we need to take an objective or beat a certain place on the map. Kabrakan can be an excellent god to take out minions. I'm going to go ahead and drop a Whirlwind so they can finish taking out the XP camp. And then back to lane for me.
Come, let me have a look at you.
So it does look like Ratatasker did grab the damage camp buff. And I see a mana buff on the Geb, which is smart. Since the enemy team doesn't have a mage, the Geb can take advantage of the mana buff just as well. Guardians tend to get a little more MP5 than other classes to help them with their sustain. So by the mana buff being on Geb, he's going to have all the sustain he needs to use his abilities. Geb is a guardian with high mobility and decent damage, and also a natural defense. His passive keeps him from getting critically hit. I'm not sure if On-Her is going to go with the critical hit build or not, but Geb's passive helps him with that. And he also has a shield. Let's see if we can... Oh, we hit all three. You know, it's a good day when you can hit your ult and hit all the enemy players. So they just did not see that coming. The enemy team was too focused on trying to deal with both On-Her and Kabrakan. And I was able to drop my ultimate and hit all three of them. I think On-Her was saying that the damage camp is back up. Let's go ahead and grab that. So we will get that this time. We got Ratatasker in his ultimate. He has very little mana. Let's see if we can prevent. Okay. So I was thinking that I think what actually he was doing, he was looking to take advantage of the low life on On-Her. If he would have come down on On-Her, he would have taken damage from him coming down in his ult, and if he used, I think, any ability, he could have killed the On-Her, and then he could use his dash to get away. Why he decided not to do it is because Anher was able to get into tower, and 2, I dropped a whirlwind, making it very clear to the Ratatasker that I was very aware he was in his ultimate, and if he wanted to come down in tower to take down the Anher, I would make sure that he would not live. I think we're getting Gibbs clapping. So you see Geb taking off there. That's that high mobility I was talking about. He has a ability that lets him roll into and roll out of battle. It's an extremely powerful ability because if it hits any of his enemies, it also knocks them up. Braken's going in. Let's go ahead and drop some abilities, and Speedy Boy's going to get away. I went to ultimate to finish him, but he was already dead by the time my ultimate came down. So my ultimate did end up hitting the Geb. Let's come around the corner. Let's block his escape, even though I think Braken's going to do that. Oh, but the whirlwind is going to dissuade Nemesis from coming down the center lane. Let's go ahead and drop a whirlwind to take down the minions so we can maintain pressure on the enemy at their tower. The the damage camp isn't quite back up yet. Now we have Geb coming in, applying that pressure, dropping his abilities. His abilities are a little more relevant early game because they will do more damage to us early game. And we have Ratatasker going up now to get away. He is very low life. Singular hit to get away. His dash must have been down. Because if his dash was up, he could have just dashed away. So I think he ulted to save his life. Not the worst move in the world. I've seen that be a very successful maneuver for a lot of Ratataskers to ult away from a fight. The damage camp was up, and Nemesis and Geb grabbed it. Good on them. They needed that. My team is getting a level advantage over the enemy team. We are pressuring them very highly and forcing them to go back more than we have to go back. In fact, we haven't even gone back to tower yet. It's 7 minutes in the game, and we haven't even gone back yet to Fountain to heal up and get new items. I like to stay out as long as I can safely. Sometimes I stay out a little too long, or sometimes I push what is safe as time goes on. But the longer you can stay in lane... Oh, and we're going to get the kill on the Ratatasker. Now we just have Nemesis guarding the lane, which is very precarious. The Nemesis is a very high damager, but she doesn't do well in team fights unless she can escape from them. She has a nice double dash that lets her escape from them. Once her double dash is down, her only defense is her offense. So we currently have our Magi's Blessing stacked. I'm going to go ahead and drop an ability and then go help with the mana camp. Oh, we have the Nemesis, who dashed for me to do damage and then dashed away. Our boy Braken was back there to punish. Oh, he's going to need some help right now. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can. I don't have any mana. I need to drop the Whirlwind, and I was worried that he was going to die there to Nemesis' attack. So we have very low mana. Oh, but the Geb's crazy low. Let's go ahead and see if we can make this happen. Not even gonna look. And the Anher's out. Drop a Whirlwind, pressure them back into center lane, and away. So we're gonna go ahead and go back now. 9 minutes in the game. And we're gonna go ahead for the early penetration. Spear of the Magus. or the penetration rush as I call it, and then into mana boots. Mana boots is going to give us the additional cooldown we need, the mana we need, as well as damage because of our passive, which gives us more damage for the more mana we have. I've sometimes gone into penetration boots or into traveler's boots at this point in time, but I'm not having any problems with mana, as you've noticed, and I'm not having any problems with location or position. So I don't think traveler's boots would provide me what I need for this specific enemy team. They're not neither the Nemesis nor the Ratatasker has dove the back line. They've had the opportunity to. We haven't made it easy for them to make that decision, because every time they could have dove the back line to kill me or the on her, and that is going to be the end for Ratatasker there. The on her used his ultimate ability, which allowed him to cast spears really quickly, Desert Fury. Let's see if we can get another kill on the Geb. And I'm sorry, Geb. I got the finish on the Geb there with that's one of the signature on this specific Joust map. That's one of the things the most Kuku cons like to take advantage of, is the fact that we have one of the easiest ults to dodge because it's so large. You can see it coming. You kind of know, oh, Cabrakan told. So Ratatasker just ulted in, and Cabrakan ulted. Used Tectonic, I think it's Tectonic Crush, to drop his ultimate to keep Ratatasker from getting any closer. I don't think Ratatasker could have finished us, but Cabrakan made sure that he couldn't. Oh, that would have been a good place to go for the hit. So in addition to the penetration rush, I also went with Gem of Isolation. So one of the things we've been doing really good at with the enemy team is having good position, doing good consistent damage, and crowd control. The Anhur has been really good with crowd control with his abilities, and there we go with Tectonic Crush from the Cabrakan again, and that helped us finish the Ratatasker. And he was able to be finished because the Spear of the Magus and Gem of Isolation. It helped him not get as far as he could have, and allowed Cabrakan to do more damage to him. Let's go ahead and heal our boy. And yeah, I think it's time to take the Bull Demon King. A really sneaky way to get the level, or also the snowball on the enemy team. So I'm just gonna ult this, disappear. We probably could have had it, but the last thing I wanted was for the enemy team to steal that from us. And there we go again. So the Spear of the Magus doing work for us. Having Spear of the, there are a few items that simply by having them, it's almost like having an additional passive or additional second ability. One of those items is Spear of the Magus because it's so strong for one-on-one fights as well as in team fights. It's an excellent team fight item, especially if you're Kuku Khan, and it's a really amazing one-on-one fight item to have as well. That additional ability that its passive ability, where it shreds defenses with every hit of a ability, is extremely powerful, especially for us, because we can shred additional defenses just from one whirlwind. And then when we follow up, and I'm just letting my team know I don't have the manas to help them out, And it looks like damage camp is up. So let's go ahead and help on her with that, and then we'll go back. So at that point, we only stayed back for 5 minutes in that run. We used a lot more of our abilities. We have 23, well, almost 24 mana. I'm not sure what to get. I want to go with something a little more damage than the Soul Gem or a defense item. We really don't need defense. We're extremely high pressure. I mean, I'd love to get Breastplate of Valor, but I don't think even with this cooldown, that's not what I need. So Bancroft's it is. It will give us an enormous amount of damage as well as mana, which our good mana sustain and our MP5 right now will be able to take advantage of that. And on top of that, Bancroft's is another one of those items that does double duty. It gives, I believe, 100 power, and as your life... Oh, and I missed the finish. Oh, but I got the Ratatasker. The lower your life gets with Bancroft's, the more damage you do. To the point where, I believe at 25% of your life, it does twice as much damage. And so I'm already doing consistent good damage, and I have really good defense online, and I have crowd control with the Soul Gem. That additional benefit of Bancroft's is almost like having 2 damage items stacked on top of that already kind of solid items and abilities I already have. And also, it's a mana item. It gives mana, which as you know, Kuku can benefit from that. You'll notice that I haven't gone with Book of Thoth. I'm going to go ahead and ult. And that did not hit the Nemesis as planned, but it did hit the Titan. And my team is completely down. We need to get away. Let's drop a Whirlwind and punish them, push them off. Once I get a little more mana, I can turn around and I can finish the Nemesis. I got a pot going, and the enemy team surrendered. Yeah, that wasn't. I can respect that surrender. Their Titan had next to no life, so I'm not sure what they could have done if all 3 of us just jumped in and did a Titan rush, or it had actually so little life that I think any one of us, even Kabrakan, could have gone in and just did a single Titan rush. So they decided to end the game there, and I always like to hold out for the end game, but I respect that they decided to end it there. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed that, please like, and if you have any comments for me, I'll go ahead and read them and respond to them in the comment section. And if you would like to get notified next time I upload a video, please go ahead and hit the notification bell. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate that. That helps me out a lot. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a super day.